I see with most people is they have no self-belief. I believe in people so fucking much. My job is to rinse out your lack of self-belief, your limiting belief. When I have conversations with my clients, I don't get upset with them for putting in the effort. I get upset when they lie. Because I know when they're fucking lying. I know when they make up a bullshit excuse. Because now it's just ego. There's an ego involved. And I have to confront that ego. I basically tell them that's wrong, incorrect. But if they some people have that high level of self-awareness, they understand their ego isn't getting involved, and they understand, okay, I have an ego. They don't say I have an ego problem, but I'm nervous about this. I have a fear of this, and that's the job. You just have to break it down to small little pieces and be able to tackle it. Because you see the world incorrectly, it's going to create a limiting feeling for you to progress forward. If you're struggling in terms of lean, fit, and strong, there's a limiting belief. 100%. Whether it's you getting help from a coach or somebody else, or it's you just following through a basic blueprint or going to a gym. It's really not, I promise, it's hard work, but it's not a lot of work. It's 4 hours a week for the most part. And then there's active recovery. You can go for a walk another 3 days. That's what it takes to become a super freak. Okay, that's what but the beautiful thing about training to become super freaky strong and lean is the emotions that come with it, the confidence that comes with it. It's just, I don't fucking ever feel that I'm inferior to somebody else around me. Never. I don't ever walk into a room like that guy has one thing over me in life, in a job opportunity, in any circumstance, and like this guy can fucking like, I'm intimidated to the point where I feel like I'm stuck. I don't. Because I have the tools necessary to create an internal state which puts me in a state of gratitude, which gives me the ability to just be happy to be alive in that moment. If I'm happy to be alive in this fucking moment, in this snow, then I'm able to reflect in a positive manner on everything around me. If everything around me is total shit, but I'm grateful to be alive, then I only see opportunities around me. So by training really fucking hard, by amplifying my internal state, by raising my rate of vibration and my energy, I'm being completely responsible in terms of my internal states, and then I'm changing how I see the world. By eating the right amount of food, I'm creating a body that's able to create a fast metabolism to change the way I look on the external, but at the same time, if you don't have the body type, you're going to be happy in terms of the effort that you're putting in. When I was fucking skinny, there were times I was still not happy in terms of where I was. But I look in the mirror, I see the progress, and I was so fucking happy in that day, in that moment. That feeling, if done correctly, will last you a day and a half. If you go to the gym every single day, do you see what's happening here? If that feeling lasts a day and a half, but you go every single day, it's an upward spiral with the right nutrition and the right workout program. There are situations where we have limiting beliefs or external circumstances that will throw us into a negative state, but that's why it's up and down, up and down. As long as we maintain the ability to train every single fucking day, we're able to at least keep our mental health in check. I have fallen into depression in the moment. I have fallen into anxiety in the moment. I don't live with it. I've met people in my life who swear by saying they have depression. It's a chemical issue, but I've trained with them. I help them get through the day, and voila, they changed their fucking mindset. They're so fucking happy. They only see the positive opportunities, but they went back to their habitual states. It's a habitual problem. They go back to their behaviors that put them in that fucking state. So if you want to get the body type, you want to have that athletic look, you want to have that, that physique that you admire, you got to think of it from an emotional standpoint. If you go to the gym with the mindset, I want to just feel fucking good today. Just today. I just want to get through my day feeling fucking good. My life is like shit in the moment. Negative. But I just want to feel good about myself today. The gym is my church. The gym is a place where I can reflect and just internally, at least in the fucking moment, alleviate myself from pain. From the abuse I got, from the insults, from the bullying, from the disrespect, from the hatred, the disgust. I went out. And just in that moment. And you get into that dark zone, you just fucking push it. And you're going, you're pushing into that pain zone. I love to close my eyes in that moment. It's painful. But I started visualizing a savage moment. And then when you confront the pain, internal demons, and you just grind through it, and you just pause to rest for a bit, it's like you fucking struggled. It's like you were just swimming through an ocean and you landed on an island and you're able to just, you survived. You fought a fucking snake that was about to eat you alive and you survived. You did Uber Eats for fucking 14 hours straight in the barking cold in the fucking rain and you survived. I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life. A lot of stupid shit. My ego's gotten away so many fucking times, especially when there was drugs and alcohol involved. I'm not against any fucking substances because you can argue caffeine's a drug. You can say, you just have to be real with yourself and understand what's a vice and what's not. What are you using to mask pain in the moment? And if it leads to more pain down the road, it's a vice. It should be cut out of your life. And the best way to understand what's a vice and what's not, what's wrong with being sober? Do that for 3 months. Train for 3 months. I fucking guarantee. By moving more, which is energy, eating the right amount of food, which creates a healthy state, which is more energy. When you're healthy, you're more energetic. When you're moving, more energetic. You're creating more energetic force. You're a force of fucking nature. And they increase more drive. And you're a person developing your character. You're changing as a human being day by day, moment by moment. On a 24-hour basis, you have a moment in your day where it's positive. Yeah, you go in the gym when you're negative because within a 24-hour period, you might have self-sabotaging mindset of beliefs where you're just triggering that. But eventually, when you go to start your day strong in a positive manner, or somewhere throughout your day you're working all the time, it alleviates yourself from pain, raises your rate of vibration, your energy levels. It personally develops you as a human being in terms of a character trait. You see light in a state of darkness, and you're able to go through the day again and tackle whatever limiting belief you have, any negative circumstance you have, an abusive partner you have, a job you fucking hate, a job you're fucking stuck. I've ran into so many fucking people, so many clients, where they train. After they train, they're able to get out of their fucking circumstance because it creates fucking confidence. You look around like, man, I look like a fucking sexy beast. I feel like I'm young again. I look young again. I ran into so many fucking people where they just, as they go up the corporate ladder, they melt the fucking away. They become superficial. They live in the car, the house, They all talk about personal development, but you look at their bodies and their shape. They're not personally developing shit. Sounds rude, but it is what it is. If you don't love yourself, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass down the road. Just on a soul energy basis, you might be great in terms of your job, your career, but what energy are you really giving off? I just knew when I was coming up as an insecure kid, I knew my grades didn't fucking matter if internally I was in so much fucking pain. Internally, I was getting good grades. I'm like, this grade shit doesn't fucking make any difference. It doesn't change anything. I was an A-, B+ student. My parents were like, you're doing great as a kid. I feel like shit. What the fuck is this for? A degree? I want to jump out the fucking window. What degree? Who gives a fuck about the degree? My grades just dropped. But I was growing in the gym. Nobody supported me in the gym. Nobody has to believe you. You got to believe in you. And if you lack self-belief, at least find someone who's being there, who's unstoppable, who's continuously growing, continuously day after day. I've been doing this for 18 fucking years. I just grow non-fucking stop. With equipment, no money, with money, with a corporate job, without a corporate job, unemployed, looking for a job with traveling, it doesn't fucking matter. Every fucking circumstance is better when you're training. Every circumstance. Every circumstance is worse when you're not fucking training, when you're not eating correctly. Doesn't mean you can't have a cupcake or a fucking whatever it is. You can have it, but if that's your life, that you feel like you can just eat that non-fucking stop and that's living, it's not. It's just you're just the amount of bad mood that it's created over time. It's gonna happen. So I hope this at least gives you some kind of motivation to Train for the right reasons. If you're slipping, go back to the fucking basics. Commit. Do this every fucking day. I'm telling you, 2 years ago, I was living in my parents' house with all the excuses to fucking quit. Financial excuses to quit. Bankruptcies. I was basically skinny fat with a broken fucking neck, a herniated disc. My neck was popping. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even sleep with a pillow. 95% of my day was pain. Constant pain. I got fired from my jobs. I had no money. 30 years old. I was addicted to pot. I was basically a loser. I was just tired of being a fucking loser. But that's when I was at my peak. I was doing fucking great. But I knew the process. I knew the blueprint. I believed in the process. I got to a certain point. But I fell for something that society continuously says. It's pleasure seeking. Is there wrong to celebrate? No. Celebrate every fucking day? Nah, that's a problem. The thing that made me confident was growing in terms of a character. And character requires core beliefs, things you don't deviate from, regardless of external circumstance. Sam is strong. So for Sam to be strong, he needs to do strong things. He needs to struggle by doing hard shit and restraining from things that seems that's going to pull him away down a negative rabbit hole. Anyways, lots of love, a bit of a rant.